BoxingAge.com.
Hello y'all, how y'all doing out there? Welcome back to Big D's Boxing Page, or welcome if this is your first time. What I like to do is go over a lot of boxing subjects, break down the concepts of them, and hopefully give you a better understanding of that concept, maybe to make your game better, or maybe when you watch boxing you'll have a better IQ of what boxing's all about. Feints. Alright, what is a feint? When do you use a feint? What does the feint do when you use it in a boxing ring? Alright, let's discuss it. A feint ain't nothing but a fake. Feint. You know, you see on the street, act like you're gonna hit somebody. Simply that's called a feint. Okay, so when you're in a ring, basically you're using your jab and you're always feinting at the guy to keep him off balance. That's why we use feints, to keep him off balance so he can't time you with a punch. If you just throwing punches all the time the same, the other guy, he just sees it and he just starts timing you. So you use feints in the middle of what you're doing, what you're trying to, he don't know if you're really doing or you're really not, or you freeze for a second, then you punch right after the feint. So basically your basic feints is off your jab and stance, and you feint at a jab, you're throwing a real jab, feint, jab, jab. So using feints to keep them off balance. There are other feints. See, that's where Big D come in there with that knowledge. Okay, well, let's say if you in your stance, okay, so you feint a right hand and hit him with a hook. So you actually throw the right hand and then you, boom, turn around with a hook. So you could feint him that way. Or you could do it this way. Feint him with that hand, act like you're going to hit him with a hook, and feint him and hit that way. So you could feint different ways. So not only these feints, so you got these type of feints. You ever seen people in the ring, they stick out their hand and they hit them with the other hand? Well, you can consider those feints. Faking you out, going this way, you seen that, boom. You know what I mean? You see people creeping around and they all of a sudden they hit you. So they're using elements of feints. Hey, how y'all? We're going to break down what they call catch and shoot. You heard that? Catch and shoot, catch and shoot. What does that really mean? Simply, block and punch. They call it catch and shoot, but it means block and punch. So what are your basic fundamentals of how to block and punch? I'm going to show you. Let's say you swinging at me, and this is my stance, and I'm kind of covered up, okay? Blocking or catch and shoot means when they throw a punch, and let's say it hits your elbow on that side. So you just hit me with this side and I blocked it. Let's say that happened. Boom, I blocked it. Well, because you hit me with the elbow right here, that means the side of your face is open on that side. I just got to beat your hand back to where that punch came from. Boom, boom. So that's my catch and shoot on that side. I block and lean over to buffer the blow, and I come straight up under. Alright, same with this side. If it hits my elbow, I come up under. Block, boom, block, boom, block, boom. Alright, so what if you block up top? Alright, so this is my left hand, my jab hand. So I'm in the right hand stance. If you block this way, I'm going to block it. See how I lean over? I'm leaning over because I'm buffering the blow. Okay, the punch is coming and I'm kind of buffering it. So if they hit my glove, they open, you threw that punch. You did right here. Okay, you threw it in my head right there. So I just blocked it, and then I'm going to beat you back to your face because you threw that punch. So I block it, boom, and I come back. Catch, shoot, catch, shoot. Same with the right hand. Let's say you threw this punch at me. I blocked it, see me buffer it, and I try to beat it back. Boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam. Those are catch and shoots off these punches. Here, up, this straight, this over. Alright? Boom, bam, boom, up, boom, up. Alright? Those are catch and shoot. You also have catch and shooting off the jab. Let's say if they jab at you. This is your stance. So when the jab comes, this is your block. You simply catch it right here in front of your face. Don't reach out here like that. That leaves you open. You catch it right here in front of your face. So if he fakes it, you just tuck in. You just see me tuck in. You just tuck in. On this side, one block blocks off. So I'm blocking the whole side of my face. Everything. The whole side of my body, I mean. Alright? So when they throw a jab, you just simply catch it and throw your jab. So it's like this. Catch, boom, your jab. Catch, boom, your jab. You learn a boom. And you learn how to fight off of a rhythm. So now you taking away his jab. Because every time you jabbing at him, you catch and you hit him with yours. So boom, bam, you hit him with yours. Boom, bam, bam, two jabs. Boom, bam, bam. Now he's scared to throw a jab. Because none of his jabs are landing. And every time he's jabbing at you, you countering with your jab. Boom, boom. Catch, shoot. Catch and shoot. Catch and shoot. Alright? So you got catch and shoots over here. You got catch and shoots over here. So that's basically what that means. You also have other types of catch and shoot. Let's say they throw a punch over here. Alright? So instead of coming with the right hand, you come with the other hand. Boom, bam. So you catch this side and you come with the hook. Same with that. Boom, bam. You turn your body. Boom, bam. So you can catch and shoot on different sides, different punches, depending on what you want to do. You can catch that way, shoot. Catch, shoot. Catch, shoot the other way. Catch, shoot. Catch, shoot. Catch, shoot. Alright? Catch, shoot. That is catch, shoot. Counter punching. Look, you hear the phrase, he's a counter puncher. You know what I mean? What are they talking about? What's a counter puncher? How do they get to be a counter puncher? Let me share you a little something about counter punching. What that is. Alright, a counter puncher is basically a guy that likes to make you miss, or when you throw a particular punch at him, he automatically has a counter back to make you pay. What are your basic counters? I'll show you some. Let's go with the slip. Alright? Let's say you throw a punch at me. So I slip. You see me? I slip. So the punch is coming, and I just let it go past my head. Alright, so the counter to that would be to hit you right away, or as it go by, boom, hit you with the hook or the uppercut. So let it go by, boom, or let it go by, boom. So I countered that punch. Let's say you threw one from this side. Whoa, I ducked. That's my defense, the slip. So now I'm countering with punches after I duck. Counter with punches. Or let's say you throw a punch this way. All right, let's say you just threw a punch this way. So I rolled, and I came out the roll, and I punched. So I countered that punch you threw with mine. Or you threw this one. I rolled, and I rolled into my own hook. So a counter punching is countering whatever punch you throw. You don't have to slip and make a miss. Let's say, though, catch and shoot. That's counter punching. Catch, block a punch, and shoot. So that's also counter punching. When should you counter punch? In the flow of a fight. Fight's going on, you dictated by the jab. Maybe you want to get in close, or he slowed down. You figure you can get in there without getting hit. You start countering what he's doing. You let him throw punches. Let's say you even frustrate in the ring. You can't really quite hit him. You want to get closer. You can use counter measuring techniques to get him. Counter punching. Just forget it. Don't be aggressive. Just let him come at you, and you just try to counter him. Let him throw and counter his maneuver. So counter punching is very, very important. You can get a lot of power behind countering people's shots. So it's a very, very effective way of controlling the fight. So counter punching, make them miss, and you hit them with yours. Let's talk about combinations. What are combinations? Combination of basically a sequence of punching in back-to-back order. In other words, 1, 2. That's a combination. Usually it's 1, 2, 3. Or some people go 1, 2, 3. A lot of people don't throw right hooks. It's a dangerous punch. 1, 2, 3. Some people call this a 5 to the body. This could be a 7. So you got some people got numbers to punching, and they calling out combinations 1, 2, 3, 3. All right. So basically, they just a sequence of punches. Now, when do you throw combinations? Why should you throw combinations? It depends. On the amateurs, you're throwing a lot of combinations because it's a point system. So all your punches is different combinations that you practice in the gym and on the bag. Yeah, same with pros, but pros punches are more designed to hurt you, to get you out of there, to knock you out. So their combination more sit down, harder shots. So they throwing 1, 2, mean, harder type combination. A great fighter throws combinations while his feet are moving too. See, it's easy to throw combinations right here. That's easy. Anybody can do that. But can you throw combinations, shift over, throw 4 more combinations, pivot around, throw 4 or 5 more combinations, come out, jab, jab, like you didn't do nothing? That's the key to becoming a good fighter. Being able to throw combinations with your feet, using angles off those combinations to get to your opponent. That's when real combinations come into effect. So combinations, sequence of punches, when you get to a certain level, matched by your feet and angles and position, being able to throw different many punches in a short period of time, and being able to punch your man in rapid order. Combinations. Let's talk about smothering punches. What is smothering punches? When should you smother a punch? Or should you ever smother a punch? And who does it and why when I can just hit you far? Let's talk about that a little bit. Smothering punches is very important in boxing, and knowing when to smother punches and how to smother punches. You know, most people should know you don't want to get hit at the end of the punch. That's where the most power comes from, right at the end. So when you're boxing and some people throwing punches, you don't want to get hit at the end. So sometimes what you do when the punch is coming, you just scoot all the way up to their body so the punches kind of go over you instead of hitting you at the bottom. Now, there's some secrets to smothering punches. I'm going to help a whole lot of y'all right now with this one comment, so y'all pay attention. Sometimes in the ring, you know you're going to get hit. It's like, dang, you know what I mean? You can cross block. So here's your basic defense. Let's say you do a punch on this side, and I try to block, and I miss it like, dang. So you try to cross block at the last minute, dang, that's going to hit me. So a great fighter could be like, dang, it's too late for this hand. So his secondary is the cross block. He'll try, but if that's too late, then you just move your head and let him hit you right here on your head instead of your face. You just buffer it. Just take the blow, take the pressure right off the blow and let it hit the top of your head. All right, that's high level stuff. But seriously, all right, you can say that's smothering of punches. Okay, inside work, when there's outside fighting and there's inside fighting. In inside fighting, you want to be able to smother a lot of their punches. So you want to get your punches off, sitting in your own space, working them. He trying to work you, but you work. But when you feel him working, you just get up close to him. Now, what's important is this. I'm finna break something that's very important too. Is where you put your head. If you put your head on the center of their chest, I'm you, you're going to get hit with a lot of shots. So when you smother them, you want to lay your head to the side like that. So think about it. If I lay my head on your chest, you're not going to hit me. I don't care. I can put my hands down. If I lay my head on your chest, you can't hit me. All right, that's the theory behind smothering. So when you smother a punch, you don't want to have your head here. That's too much hit. You want to lay it to the side. Hopefully you can lay it right here on their shoulder, lay it right on the shoulder. After the punches go by, you come out, you bang, 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 you feel them punch them again, you lay back in there, okay? And then you bang, 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 lay back in there, okay? You can go to the other side. They punching. While they punching, you can just roll up under them, lay your head, and keep it on them to the other side. You know, come out, bang 1, 2, and smother your punches. Okay, so listen. That right there is high level stuff to some of y'all. It's new to some of y'all. Some of y'all like, D, I heard everything you said. Nothing makes sense. But smothering punches is very important, especially if you like to fight on the inside. Okay? It's nothing but crowding your opponent so he can't get maximum punches on you, and you control him when you want to fight, when you don't want to fight. When you don't want to fight, just lay your head on him, come back out. And that's the theory behind smothering punches. Let's discuss an exciting way to fight. Inside fighting. Okay. Different than outside controlling the distance with the jab. Sometimes you want to go inside, either to make it rough, or maybe he's tired, you want to put a little bit more pressure on him, or you want to go hit him in a particular spot, so you got to get close to him to hit him there. There's a lot of reasons to want to go inside and fight. So how do you want to do that? Inside fighting, basically, you want to attack a man behind the jab and get to him. You don't want to just from outside rush in there, okay? You don't want to come in there straight forward. You want to move your head behind the jab and then get close to him and start standing on the inside. That's where you hear the terminology, work while you're in there, work while you're in there. So when you're on the inside, the first thing you really want to do is really drop your weight, bend your knees, sit down real low, okay? And then you want to work basically the body, but you have to make sure on the inside when you punch, one hand has to be up, like inside. You have to, because they're punching too. Y'all close to each other. Both of y'all close enough to hit each other. So defense on the inside becomes more detailed, okay? But when you're on the inside, you really want to try to hit open spots between their gloves. Now there's a lot of secrets to that. I'm gonna break down some. Let's say you know you got these big gloves on your hand, you got your elbows, and this is how you block. Okay, you block uppercuts, you throw up, you block that way. Okay, you got cross blocking, you got all kind of blocking. But how you get big gloves inside them when they doing like this? The gloves won't fit, right? The gloves. But you learn to punch like this on the inside. Instead of turning your knuckle, you go right between them. Boom. So that jolt sets up that one, okay? So you start learning how to sneak punches in little spots without turning your knuckle over. We're talking about inside fighting, okay? You want to always find open holes and try to rip off two. Just because the first one they block, the second usually get in. You always try the first one, but usually the second one really gets in. Boom, boom. You know what I mean? So inside fighting is when you fighting really close, but you want to be in a position to hit them and have great defense. So you're doing a lot, like in one of my other videos, you're doing a lot of smothering too, smothering punches. Okay, so you try to put your hand in holes, and then when they let theirs off, you kind of smother them. Okay, even when you get out, you're inside, you got your shoulders a lot. You can start bumping them up and then follow them back with punches and then dip back to the inside. So in the inside, a lot of things are going on in the inside fighting. You know what I mean? Let's say if I throw a uppercut, well, you know, you got elbows. This is fighting. So even hooks on the inside, you got follow throughs like that. So a lot of things are going on in the inside to make the fight more fun, rougher, and it's a way to wear a man down and try to get him out of there. All right, so that's the theory on inside fighting. Straight punches. What do they mean by straight punches? Because I know most of y'all like, I throw my punches right, I throw my punches right. Okay, the coach always saying throw it straight, throw it straight. What do they mean? I'm going to show you. This is my stance. this is a straight punch. What I do? If I was standing up, what would I be doing? I wouldn't do nothing but turn my feet. And that's it. So if there's a line, I'm going, my fist is right dead on the line. Straight punching. What happens when most fighters throw that? Why don't they do that? That seems so easy. You know, everybody should do that. Well, fighters have a mental intent in their mind of hitting. And because they have that mental intent of hitting, they're naturally gonna jerk back before they swing because they think they can put that extra pop on it. Or they see it and because they practice bad habits in the gym all the time, you know, they think that's straight. Y'all see it? They think that's straight. But it doesn't. You got a little dip, alright? You got a little cock. It's not that. That's straight. So fighters don't get that, even with the jab. I don't know if I should tell you these secrets. But let's just say they're not straight. I'm not going to tell all my secrets, y'all. Alright? I'm giving y'all some good stuff, but the jab is the most important punch in boxing, so I can't tell you all that one. But a lot of people are not throwing straight punches with it. Alright? So, hooks too. Alright? Most people, I'm going to give you this one. Most people think because they throwing a hook, they automatically, you see this motion with my shoulder? You see that? Okay, so automatically, it's not correct. Okay? It's not a straight punch. See this? You see me open up? See that? So it's not going to be a straight punch. Watch me throw a straight punch hook. Watch, watch. The shoulder went straight. Watch the other way. The shoulder is opening out. See? So how could it be straight if the shoulder's first rotation is going that way? Alright, there's a hook. You see it? There's a hook. It's a good hook, right? You see it, right? You see it? But it's not a this. We talking about straight punching. Let's break down. Let's go uppercut. Let's go uppercut. Alright? Talking about straight punch. Alright, so most people, so they, look, so here the uppercut. You see they drop their hand, look, and they throwing the uppercut. So look, this happens every day, y'all. I'm telling you. Just keep it real. Look, seriously, you do it. Look, break it down. Look, okay, we gonna throw an uppercut. Look, this is what happened. They go down, right? And so look, my hand went down. Look, it's a good punch, right? That looks good, right? But it's not a straight punch. Well, Big D show us how to do a straight punch then. Alright, uppercut, same thing. Look, straight punch. It's just right to him. Look, it's just right to him. It's just right to him. Look, show you the other way. Show you the other way. Let you know I'm not kidding. It's real. I can break down everything. Look, check it out. The other way. They dropping it. It's not a straight. It's a nice shot. It looks good to you, but it ain't bang. It ain't right. Bang. Alright, look. Boom. Bam. Them straight punches. Do it a combination the other way. Look. Same combination. One of them are straight punches. You get it? Alright. Let's take this punch. Let's look. People like to throw uppercuts with this hand. That's how they do it. So anytime, let me break this down. Look, real quick. All your punches are bent except for the 1, 2. I like playing with y'all. Yeah, think about it. All your punch, look, the hook is bent. The uppercut is bent. The uppercut is bent. All your punches are bent. The right hook's bent. The left hook bent. All the punches are bent except for that one and that one. That's pretty good. I never thought of that. Well, help us out, Big D. All right, so when you punching, you don't have to see that. It's not. You see me drop my. I'm gonna hit you, but it's not a straight punch. What you do if you want to throw this hand as a punch and you want to straight throw it, that's a straight punch. It looks good, but that's a straight punch. If you want to put a little power behind it, you see my little twitch with my body. My hand didn't move. Look, my hand, but look, bang, I got you. Bang, I got you. Bang, I got you. Those are straight punches. Look, bang. Let's go the other way. It's a difference. Bang, 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 bang. Do it the other way. Bang, 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 bang. Alright? Y'all, practice straight punches. Fighting on or off the ropes. You know, boxing, where should you be in boxing? Basically, you should be in the middle of the ring. You shouldn't be on the ropes. People on the ropes for a reason, okay? Nobody starts off shadow boxing just straight go to the ropes and, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't happen. So, you go into the ropes for a reason. You know, you're hurt, you're tired, something on your body hurt, or you don't feel quite right. Maybe to listen to your corner's instructions and you go back there and listen to it. You know, stuff like that happens, but generally, you on the rope for a reason. When you inside the ring and you boxing a guy, I mean, yeah, you can, you know, trap him, you know what I mean? Cut him off, what they say. Cut him off is a way of saying stop him from moving so you can get him on the ropes and beat on him. Okay, or get him on the corner and beat on him. So you cut him off. In other words, if he's going a certain angle, you keep him from going that angle, force him back the other way and try to keep him from getting away from him. So that's called cutting people off. And basically, cutting them off, basically trying to trap them against the ropes and so you don't have no way to get out and escape for your punches. On the flip side, if you're on the ropes, what should you do? Every fighter that fights should practice different ways of getting off the ropes or turning him, which means putting him on the ropes, that you should go over. That when you get on the ropes, you're not just on the ropes, you already know how to get out and looking for those ways to get out, okay? Nobody wants to be on the ropes and don't know how to get out. He banging at you and you tired, you can't think. You know what I mean? Because the first thing when you tired goes is your mind. You can't think. That's the first thing to go. You can't think. So you don't want to be in that situation on the ropes. So at least if you rehearse the situation 100 times, even though you can't think, you know that situation, so you can't get off them ropes. The ropes is a dangerous place to be because it allows the other guy coming forward with his shots. And you're not necessarily able to hit him really hard, let you catch him punching in between punches because your back is against the ropes. A lot of times you're not sitting down the way you want to. A lot of times you're leaning, you know, with your back against the ropes while he's sitting down, able to hit you much harder. And the reason why he got you there, he's trying to finish up that thought that got you in that situation. So you don't want to ever be in that situation because the other guy thinks that, you know, he's doing something good. Unless you, what they call baiting them or setting them up for traps where you countering off of those ropes to make them pay. Okay, that happens too. But generally, you don't want to be fighting on the ropes. And if you can, as an offensive fighter, generally you do want to eventually get him pinned up against the ropes. This is an interesting thing. Does cheating go on in the ring by the fighter? Yes. Depending on what level. Really, seriously, depending on what level. Maybe starting off an amateur, nah, you probably pretty much, you know, doing it by the book. But once you get experience on that pro level, yeah, you have some people that got trick plays that they go to. It could be headbutts, it could be elbows, it could be, you know, we talking about sparring right now, so we're not even talking about a real fight. Yeah, you got people that you know that do certain things, and you know, there's rough fighters. There's you know, it's fighting. I mean, so even though on the outside it looks clean, inside the mind of the fighter, he is doing certain things to gain an edge. You know, I'm not even gonna call it cheating. To gain an edge. So, do I know some tricks? Yeah, I don't know if I want to share it with you right here. Not those things, okay? But yeah, there are a lot of tricks in the ring when it comes to taking advantage of a man. Okay, so I'll go through some that y'all know about. Okay, I'll go through some that y'all know about. Low blows. You know, why do people hit low? Well, I mean, if I gotta slow you down, you know what I mean? You know, if I can take your legs from you, if I can get away with it a couple times, if the referee's on this side, he don't know what I'm doing on this side. So yeah, I could take advantage of some good shots over there. You know, it depends on where the referee is. You know, once you're an experienced fighter, your awareness, you know, it's off the charts. So yeah, you can do a lot of things on the other side that the referee's not seeing. You can miss a punch and, you know, hit him with some elbows. You know, that stuff that you see. So, you know, I ain't gonna go into none of my tricks. All right, but yeah, you know, yeah. I mean, when a referee breaks two people from contact, you know, be the first one out to break. You know what I mean? If you do it such a way where you time it just right, where it's not illegal, but you know what I mean? Smart fighters are thinking. So I ain't gonna go into no good ones, because I do got some real good ones. You could pay me for it, and I'll share it with you that way. But bottom line is, yeah, there are a lot of tricks. It's fighting, y'all. Seriously. It's fighting, y'all. You know, it looks cute. It's on HBO and Showtime and all of that stuff. So do fighters know how, in front of all these millions of people and cameras, and do they know how to do certain maneuvers to take advantage of you in that ring? Yeah. Let's go with Muhammad Ali. Remember him? What he used to do? Lean on you when you get tired, right? Not let you up, talk to the referee. You know what I mean? Referee trying to break, he just leaning. You know he's supposed to let you up. You know what I'm saying? But he just, you know, he's taking every breath away that he got. So let's just use that as an example. There's a lot, y'all. I'm just not gonna go into those type of things, okay? Pay me and I will, alright? But Big D Boxing page knows, alright? But the answer is yes. Hey y'all, once again, we back. We back with a good one. Ring generalship. Right, yes, you hear that a lot. What does that mean? I know some of y'all like this. I always wanted to know what that meant. Well, okay, you know Big D know. So let's break it down. Ring generalship. What are they talking about? Why do you get points for ring generalship? Why did the judges say you won because ring generalship? Alright, let's chop that all up. What that really means is one man is controlling the center of the ring. Basically. Not in all cases, but basically. So the man that's in the center of the ring, the other guy's back is against the ropes. Okay, so he's controlling the center of the ring. He's also controlling the action that's going on in the ring. The other guy's fighting too, but he's fighting off the other guy's actions. He's not dictating what's going on. He's just responding to what's going on. And when he's responding to what's going on, it's not effective. Okay, but this guy right here is effective with what he's trying to do. Even though they land the same amount of punches, he's effective at doing it better than this guy. Okay, you get that? So ring generalship consists of one man controlling the action, okay, and the other guy's fighting off the action and not being able to take advantage of it, but they both are maybe kind of even, or the guy that's controlling action doing a little bit better. He may not be doing that much better, but his control, his presence in the ring, his positioning into the ring is more effective than the other guy. Okay, usually the judge sees the guy with the back against the ropes is the loser, even though the other guy who's throwing punches may miss every punch. Maybe all the punches are blocked, but it's just the fact of the other guys on the ropes, the appearance to the naked eye or to a judge, he gonna take it with interpretation of, okay, you're losing. So you always want to control a boxing match in the middle of the ring. Even when, you know, this is what a lot of young guys need to know. Even when he gets you on the ropes, don't go fight to the next rope, to the next corner, the next rope. That's called fighting rope to rope. So he's fighting on this rope, and you getting out of it, now he's fighting on this rope, now he's fighting on this rope, now he's fighting on this. You don't want to fight rope to rope. What you want to do is fight on the ropes, pivot out, get to the middle. Now you control the center of the ring. So it looks like it's kind of balanced back and forth. So you always want to command the center of the ring. All right? Sparring. I know y'all like, wonder what Big D got to say about that. All right, what is sparring? How often you spar? When should you spar? What's the effects of sparring? Let's kind of go through it. Sparring is when two boxers get in the ring and they kind of practice what they've been learning by their trainers before they compete before their bout. A good trainer use sparring as a learning tool. Practice different moves. Some people spar hard all the time. You know, some people spar guys that's less than them just to learn specific moves or punches. Also, sparring, you can't get to be the best unless you spar the best. Okay? If you spar with a guy of a lesser level than you all the time, you're really not going to get that good. Now, you can use that guy to sharpen up stuff, to learn stuff, to, you know, that's what sparring is about. But if you want to take your boxing game to that next level, yeah, you got to go through the fire. So you got to spar somebody way better than you to get you way better than him. He may beat you up the first couple of times, but eventually you'll work your way even with him, and then he'll push you to that level. Sometimes you can catch him go past, or, you know what I mean? Hopefully you catch him go past, but that sequence is going to repeat itself again. All right? So sparring is a little rough. Starting off, amateurs, you know, they spar usually like twice a week. You know what I mean? You know, just whether they got to fight or not, they usually spar like twice a week. When you start fighting for more competitive type tournaments, you know, you might pick it up more, but it's still amateurs. So it's a different. Pros is another level. Pros, you sparring for keeps a lot. You know, there are times where you can still go back to that and learning different things, but a lot of times you fighting from another pro for another guy, getting ready for a fight or something like that. So, you know, there's no practicing. I mean, you're still learning, but, you know, sometimes it's survival. You know what I mean? And so those sparring sessions, you know, those are demanding. How often do a pro get ready for a fight? Depending on how many rounds they fighting. You know what I mean? If it's 6, he may practice doing 8 a lot. If it's 10, he may practice doing 10, 12. The thing about the pro game is they'll spar like a champion. He'll spar somebody fresh for 3, 4 rounds. You know what I mean? Then he'll put somebody else fresh for 3, 4 rounds, and he'll put somebody else fresh for 3, and he stays in there. You know what I mean? The whole time. No break, no rest, no nothing. So that's what that's like on the championship level. So they sparring, they getting it in, and they sparring against another top probably champion or another top prospect coming up, because somebody weak ain't gonna stand the pressure. So whoever he's sparring with is gonna be on his level or sometimes even better than him to get him ready. So he's taking a lot of punches even before he gets to the fight. Now, a camp is like maybe 6 weeks for your average fight. He's sparring, you know, maybe the first week he won't, but that next 5 weeks up until the fight, they'll probably stop a week before the fight, they'll stop. So up until that time, it's going to be 2-3 times a week sparring against top guys. And they'll usually stop that week before the fight is when they stop. Yeah, there's, you know, you see fighters all the time pull out from a fight, hand, pull out from a fight, leg. You know, they might have got knocked out, you know, getting ready for a fight. It happens all the time. You know, you don't hear about it because his hand hurt. You know what I mean? But it happens, you know, I mean, more frequently than you would think. Some of these young gunners, they up in there, you get an old champion up in there, you know what I mean? He been around, he's 32 years old, he up in there with a young killer, 23 years old, he ain't trying to show no respect. You see what I'm saying? So that older body is taking a lot of punishment against that younger fighter trying to prove something, put it on Instagram. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how that boxing go. You know, you see some of these fighters that been around for a long time, and you know what I mean? They you know, they don't fight no more, but you know, they all, you know, a little, you know, shaky a little bit. But most of that come from sparring. You know what I mean? How many times they sparred during their careers? You know, you figure a good tough fight in a pro career, if he got 30 fights, you know, unless he's known for that, you don't want too many of those. Maybe 4, you know, 5 real hard, tough fights. You don't want to be in too many of them with no 8-ounce glove with no headgear. But sometimes in sparring, you get caught up. And you know what I mean? You start fighting that way. You know, in a real fight, it's a strategy. You fighting off a strategy that the trainer set up. But in sparring, you know, you may like to bang and do all that other stuff. So a lot of punches is being landed and thrown in sparring. So a lot of the damage really to a fighter is done in sparring. Okay? So, but in order to be the best, you know, you have to spar. How do you learn how to fight? How do a person learn how to fight? You gotta fight. There's only one way to learn how to fight. It's to fight. Okay? So, sparring.
Heavyweight.
Thank you for taking the time to watch my boxing training video. Go ahead, please take the time and subscribe right now. And don't forget, I got 2 more videos, alright, that I already made. Okay? The most detailed boxing training video ever made. Alright, go check that out. The best boxing training video that explains the sweet science. Those are 2 videos that's out on my YouTube channel. Check it out. I'll name this one too. Big D Boxing Page. I'd like to thank you for your time.